Hey you guys, so I wanted to pop on real quick. If you guys are watching with me, just comment down below with a hi. If you are watching on replay, just comment with hashtag replay so that I know that you've seen it. But anyways, I wanted to hop on here real quick because I know I've talked a lot about, I found this awesome company, I love it. I made my post earlier that today was payday and we got paid early and I was able to, pay off some credit card debt. And so I'm super excited and pumped and blah, 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 all that awesome stuff. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to hop on with you guys real quick and I wanted to tell you about my story, about, where I come from, who I am, give you a little realness about me. And to give you a little bit of backstory, I was raised in a pretty poor household. We didn't have a whole lot of money. I was one of 5 kids. So a lot of expenses coming with that many kids until I was 12 years old. I did not have my own bedroom. All of us kids were all crammed in the same room, and it was not a big room by any means. I want to say it was like a 8x8 space, and actually my youngest sister was in my mom's room, so but 4 kids in an 8x8 space. It was very, very cramped, and so I came from very not good beginnings, to be honest with you. My mother's now ex-husband owned his own business, so we didn't have things like insurance, which is why I've never gotten braces. Something on my goal for later in life. Eventually, it's something I plan to do. But so we didn't have a whole lot. I was raised in a household that, the motto we were always given is, if we didn't have bad luck, we wouldn't have luck at all. So I was raised in a pretty negative household. Thank you, Caitlin. We didn't have money. We didn't go on family trips. It is what it was. But I had made a goal for myself that when I was an adult, when I moved out, when I did things on my own, that I would not continue that cycle of seeing, money as the enemy, and that instead of trying to make your situation better, just complaining about it. Because like I said, it was very, very negative environment. But fortunately, it's taken me a lot of time, but I have pushed that negativity out and put myself into more positive mindset. I first found out about direct sales when I was 18 years old. That was when I signed up with my first company. If any of you guys are familiar with Avon, I had signed up with Mark, and it was super exciting. It was this, brand new thing. It was Avon, but for younger girls, and it was hip and trendy, and it wasn't. But anyways, so I signed up with this company. I was going off to college, and I thought, this is going to be a great way to make money. And I sold 1 tube of mascara because I made one post on social media. I said, hey, you guys, I signed up with this awesome company. I have all this cool makeup. I got my starter kit, and I believe to this day I've still never been paid for that tube of lipstick that I sold because I didn't make enough for them to issue me a check. So that happened. I didn't have any sort of training or know how to do any of that. I was a very broke college student and just worrying about keeping a roof over my head and making sure I eat and go to class and all of that good stuff. So I was like, okay, maybe this isn't for me. I don't know. So a few years went by, and then I was introduced to another company. And, it was a completely, different kind of company altogether. And I knew that direct sales could make you money. I knew that it could. I knew that, it could be regular, consistent income, and that there wasn't a glass ceiling like there is with a normal, corporate job. So I was very much hungry for the idea that I could, my own work could result in a higher income. So I signed up for this company. I actually got a credit card. At that point in time, knew that credit card debt was not something I wanted to do. I grew, like I said earlier, I grew up in a household where we ignored calls from creditors because, credit card debt was racked up in that household. And it caused a lot of issues and strain and stress. And I was like, I don't ever want to have a credit card. But I was introduced to this company. I was actually introduced to it by a family member, and we decided to join in on this company together. It came with a very steep annual fee. It was $500. And so, I was not making that kind of income at that time, and it crushed my soul to spend that, but everyone kept telling me the potential. I'm like, okay, I've got this. I will sign up for this company. I will spend that $500 now, but, I'm going to be making all this money, and it'll be fine. Well, I put that money on the thing. I didn't have leadership. I had leadership, but I didn't. They talked to me one time, and all it was, pumping me up and telling me, you've got this, with no real training. And then there was leadership the annual convention. So I added more debt to that credit card, and I flew across the country to go to this, 3-day convention. So I'm paying for a hotel room. I'm paying for this very expensive convention, flights, all the food. And again, it's more, pumping you up and you've got this, but no actual training. There was no, this is how you should be doing things, or this is how I got my success. This is how I've gotten to where I want to be. Everyone was holding their secrets of what they did, because they did not want to lose their rank. They were threatened and felt like everyone would be out to get them. So again, I went to this training where all these leaders who are making millions a year are just, pumping us up, and I'm all pumped up. And then I get back home and then nothing, because I wasn't actually given any skills or training. And I was paying money every month for this website. I was putting so much money into this company, and I maxed out a credit card that I couldn't afford to pay. And so then I only was with that company for a year, because when it came back time for me to pay that $500 again to be with that company, I was just like, I don't have this money. That's not going to happen. So I quit that company, clearly, because I never received a paycheck. I never received any training. And I just ended up with debt coming out of it. Fast forward a few more years. And then I was introduced to another company, and it was another beauty company, which really drew me into it. The other one, I just wasn't passionate about anything related with the company. All I saw was, okay, this is a chance to make money and make way more than I'm making at my part-time job. So then fast forward, and I was introduced to a beauty company, and I fell in love. It had an amazing product that everyone was obsessed with, but the problem is that I waited and I watched, because I my heart told me that, companies like this, there's this ability to make money, but I kept telling myself I couldn't do it. I had tried twice, and I failed. So I waited a year. I watched as all of these people were making good money and selling these products, and everyone was loving it. And then I finally signed up. And so I signed up with this company, and I, told all of my friends and posted about it on social media, and I had some training, and I was listening to everything that my leaders were saying, and I was being super coachable, and doing everything right, and I was so excited, and I knew this time, this was it. I was going to do it. I was going to eliminate the debt that I had created from my previous company, and I was going to get me and my family closer to buying a house, because that has been one of our goals for quite some time. We really want to buy a house. We live in an apartment. We want to have a yard for our daughter and for our dog. So I was pumped, and I was, posting every single day. I was talking about the products. I was sharing my love for these products. But in the back of my mind, I had extreme guilt, because I was sharing about these products that I love with people who I knew couldn't afford them. I couldn't afford them. The little sales that I was getting were from people that wanted to support me and care about me, and I felt guilty for allowing them to support me into something that, may or may not hurt them financially. And so I was being torn between, promoting something, but I couldn't afford it. And again, here comes those credit cards again. I was being told that, you need to buy products because we're booming in business. And if you don't buy it and you don't have products on hand to sell, you're not going to sell anything. So I didn't have a website with that company. I had to order all of the products myself, and then I had to sell them and then ship them out. And our discount on the products was tiered. So if I didn't spend a certain amount, I was losing on my profits because I was getting less of a discount. So I was, like I said, here comes another credit card, and I was buying a lot of products every month and paying with this credit card, just telling myself, I've got this. I'm passionate about these products. I'm doing everything my leaders are telling me. This is going to be great. This is going to set me and my family up. We are going to be good. I just need to do this. It didn't happen. I made a few sales here and there, but I had a lot more debt on my hands than I did sales, and I maxed out another credit card. And I hit a deep depression, feeling devastated and feeling like I am ruining my family financially, because I'm listening to everything everyone's telling me. I'm following my leaders. I'm watching all of the training videos. I'm doing everything right, and it's not working for me. So I quit that company. Unfortunately, I was able to sell back a portion of what I had purchased, and I was with that company for between 2 and 3 years. So I was with them for a long time, and that was with me, buying as much as I can every single month, thinking that, I'm just going to sell all of this stuff, and it didn't happen. And so I swore to myself, never again. This is not for me. Clearly, I do not have what it takes to have a business like this. It's not my thing. It works for others, but it just doesn't work for me, and I'm just never doing this again. And I'm so sorry that happened to you, Caitlin. I hate that it has happened to anybody. And I like I said, I swore. And then last September, I was introduced to my current company, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this. Another one of these companies, another one where, one person is going to reach the top. They're going to make all the money because I'm buying all of these products. I'm trying to push to all of my friends, and I'm getting nowhere. But then part of me was like, you can make money. You know that this is an amazing opportunity. Just look at it. Just take a peek. So I did. I took an entire day. I didn't tell my husband about this at all. I looked at the link that I was sent. I got on the website and I was like, wait a minute. I can buy a mascara for less than $10. I can buy a foundation for less than $15. Why are all of these products like less than $20? What's the catch here? So I did some research. I went over to YouTube. There wasn't a whole lot about it at the time because it was a relatively new company, but I watched a comp plan video. I watched reviews of the products. I watched tutorials of people putting products on. I was supposed to be writing my books, but instead I spent a good 8 hours watching YouTube videos and, doing Google searches and researching the crap out of this company, finding out every single thing that I could to understand, why are these products affordable? Is this going to break out my face? Is this going to cause me major reactions? Because at that time, if you guys have seen the post I made yesterday, my skin was bad. I have rosacea, and one of my major flare-ups is stress, or one of my major triggers is stress. So when my stress escalates, oh my God, I can't talk. Hold on. When my stress escalates, my skin gets bad. So it's like, I can't choose to put something on my face. This is going to make my skin look bad. Like these products, these prices are super, super affordable, and this just doesn't make any sense to me. But I kept doing the research, and everyone was raving about this company. So the next morning, we're driving my daughter to school, me and my husband, and I turned to him after we had dropped her off, because I waited for us to drop her off. We're driving, leaving her school, and I turned to him, and I was like, I know I've not had good results with any direct sales company, but I just have a feeling about this company. What do you think about me signing up? That's all I said. I didn't tell him the price. I didn't tell him, how much the products were. I just left it at that. And, my husband is one of the most amazing men I have ever met. And he said, whatever it is, I'll support you. If it doesn't turn out okay, we'll figure it out. We always do. I was like, okay, that's a relief, the weight off my shoulders. So that was when I told him, okay, it's only $20. And if I don't make any money, that's it. I only have to put $20 into this. So then, an hour later, I signed up. I had only known about this company for one day, but I did all of my research, and then I signed up. And then I was just like, okay, now what? Because I haven't tried these products, and I didn't know where to go from there. But I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to tell people. I made a post. I was like, hey, I signed up with a new company. I have a group. Who wants to join? I'm super excited about it. So I just started posting about the products, talking about the prices, and I had made some sales. I had someone join my team, all before I ever tried the products, all before I ever got my kit, before any of that. And I was feeling pumped because the prices are amazing. The cleanliness of the products are amazing. And I still, I believed in myself, but I continued just talking about it. And you guys, last month, I hit a leadership position. With all of my previous companies, I had never ranked. I had never received a paycheck. And I did it. Like, I have been helping my girls and, so excited about this company, about the amazing direction that we're going. And the paycheck that I just received today, like I said earlier, I used that money and I paid down some of the debt that I've created. But that paycheck was more than enough to cover my rent payment. And, sorry. I have been the kind of person that, for those of you that have followed me for a while, you know that I'm an author and I write books. And I haven't done that in a while because I haven't had the creativity. because I've been so stressed because the money just hasn't come in with that. But from day one of writing my books, and, you know, I've been in publishing, my actually 5-year anniversary is coming up this summer of publishing books. To this day, I still have people asking me when I'm going to get a real job, because they don't believe working from home means that you can make any money and it's not a real job. And the fact that I just made a paycheck from a job that I have done from my house, you know, working on my phone, doing these live videos, talking to you guys, working on my laptop, being the leader that my team needs. You know, my phone goes off with a question from someone on my team, I'm answering that question. You know, my phone goes off from anyone on my team, not people that I have directly signed up, but anyone that they have signed up, and then they all reach out to me and I answer their questions. And the fact that I have been told by so many people who know me in real life that that's not a real job, and yet I just made enough money, more than enough money, to cover my rent check, is insane for me. And with this company, I'm not in that top 1%. I'm not there. I am right smack dab in the middle of the comp plan, and that's what I've made. There are women in this company that are making, you know, $60,000 a month. And the opportunity is endless. The work you put into this is what you're going to get back in rewards. There are women making posts all over in the team groups, crying because of the income that they're receiving that they've never imagined receiving. And I am sorry. I'm in this spot where, you know, I'm not raising my daughter in the household that I grew up in. And it just really hit me hard today that the kind of difference that I'm making in my daughter's life by, you know, having this kind of an income. And I felt really pumped, and I had to share my story, because this has not been overnight for me. I was 18 years old when I signed up for my first direct sales company. I'm going to be 31 at the end of this month. So this has been a long time of me working, trying to find the right company for me, trying to, you know, be coachable and trainable. I don't think that's a word, but be trained and learn. And, you know, I'm seeing success from what I've been building, and I've just been focusing. How many people do you have? I think we're up to 31 people, Caitlin. I'm not 100% sure on the numbers, but I think it's 30, 31, something like that. And I haven't even been with this company for a year yet. Like with my first 2 companies, never signed anyone up. My previous company, I think I signed 5 girls up, but all of those people just signed up so that they could get the discount on the products, which, you know, that's great, but nobody on the team could sell to their friends because, again, nobody could afford the prices. But yeah, I'm at this place where, you know, I've received an influx of messages this morning from girls on my team saying, I can't believe I made this much money last month. Like, I've never made this kind of money with the company before. And that is what I love. I want all of my girls to succeed. I want everybody to succeed. I'm not in this so that, you know, I can stuff all this money in my bank account. I am in this so that I can help others, you know, stuff all this money in their bank accounts. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to come on here, and I wanted to talk to you guys, and I realize this is coming out way longer than it should have, but I just wanted to tell you my story, tell you where I come from. You know, I'm not getting, you know, money and things from family members. In fact, I don't think any of my family members have purchased from me. So I don't have that huge kind of support system, and I came from very, very humble beginnings, if you will. And yeah, so I want you to know that if you think that you have to be a millionaire already to make this work, or you have to have 5,000 friends, or 50,000 followers on Instagram or whatever to make it work, it's not true. You just have to do it. I mean, I have had girls, just getting sales and not realizing that they would have. I had people sign up to just get the discount and try the products, and suddenly, just by talking about them with their friends, they've built a team and they're selling every month. And just that's it. That's all it's taken. But anyways, thank you, Caitlin. I just wanted to pop on real quick. Like I said, I keep trying to end this video and I keep talking. I wanted to tell you my story, kind of introduce you a little bit to who I am if you don't know me already, and just talk about it. My DMs are always open if you ever have any questions, or you can comment down below here. Let me know that you want, more information or whatever, or just to chat. If you don't want to talk about the company, you don't want to talk about any of that stuff, you need someone to talk to, send me a DM. Like I said, my DMs are always open. But I just wanted to hop on and talk to you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing Friday and an amazing weekend, and I hope you guys are all doing well during this quarantine, and I will chat with you all later.